Okay, guys, what is up? Welcome to the show. My name's Cody. This is UTMX. Today, we have a special video. Thanks to Kyle, he's letting me ride his 2024 KX450 motocross bike. There's been a lot of videos on this on the internet about it being underpowered. I'm not going to say anything yet. I rode it for a minute. I think they're hogwash, but I'll give you a first-hand my opinion. I'll give you my opinion on those videos that are all around the internet. Kyle's on the 2024 FX350. Chase is on the custom YZ250X build. And I broke the fender in half. That is why he has a racing stripe on the tail. Yeah, adds 10 horsepower.
Adds weight.
You're skinny. You need it. Okay, let's go. Okay, guys, so I will talk about the power. First, I'm just going to talk about the bike. This is a first ride and impressions video as well. I've just seen so many videos on this dirt bike. What's wrong? Oh. I've just seen so many videos about this bike being underpowered. Woo-hoo-hoo. And I was like, I gotta ride one and see if this is true, because I'm a big Kawasaki fan. Before I got really into like single track riding and enduro stuff, Kawasaki is what I rode, but they just didn't make a bike for me at that time. They do have the X models now, which if I really like this bike, maybe I'll look into getting the 250 or 450X. Woo! First thing you notice, though, when you get on the 2024 KX450, very skinny and nimble, very nimble. It's really playful. I really like the cockpit. I really like this new design. The new plastics are awesome because you can now change the air filter on the side of the bike like the KTMs, which is so much easier. Oh, it's so dusty. So the new design, a lot better for 2024 for this bike. Best design I think they've made so far, hands down. Whew. Second thing you notice, the suspension and the chassis are awesome. The suspension's more plush, I think, than years past. I love it. We'll see when we get in the rougher stuff how it handles like sharp edged rocks and things. If I was a motocross rider, I think this is my bike for sure. Okay, into the power talk, guys. Underpowered is not a word I would use to describe this dirt bike. I will say, if you get on a YZ450 and then on this, can you tell a difference? For sure. You can tell the YZ's got a little more, a little more juice. However, I feel like this bike's power is a little more usable. You can push it a little bit more than you can on the YZ or on the KTM 450 motocross bikes. Those bikes just have so much. One more. Those bikes have so much power that you're not using the power. You might as well be on a 250 and use all the power rather than a 450 and not use anything. See, I barely wipe this throttle, stands up and turns into a rocket ship instantly. Do not be afraid of power on this dirt bike. I even turned it into the low mode. I rode it for like 5-10 minutes before I started filming, and it had too much, so I had the mode switch on the left handlebar. I had to switch modes because way too much power. I was I was afraid I was going to loop it out. Woo!
What do you think?
I was just telling the viewers, definitely not low on power.
No.
So yeah, I literally had to switch it to the lower mode because I thought I was going to loop it out on the whip section. So
it's got lots of power. I rode it on the motocross track and it was like...
Yeah, Kyle took it to the motocross track on a mud day. And same thing, he said his YZ450, you could tell how to little more, but dude, this sucker.
Not low.
I'm excited to hear Chase. He's a 2-stroke only guy. We're going to throw him on the Kawasaki at some point.
Which one you like?
Oh, he's excited to try the 350.
This is probably the greatest bike I've ever owned.
That is a good bike. If you're an off-road guy and you're a 4-stroke guy, look into that thing.
It's really slick today.
Oh, I've got arm pump, palm pump, it'll fade. Ooh. All right, so more on the power. Guys, it's not low on power. I saw that stupid video of the kid at the sand dune saying he thought he bought a 250 and he couldn't ride it in the sand. That is hogwash, 100%. The kid's just trying to get views. This bike has plenty of friggin' power. So, get that out of your head. If you're a Kawasaki guy, you wanted one, but you're afraid that it doesn't have enough power, it has plenty. It's more usable. You'll probably have faster lap times on this bike than a bike that does have higher horsepower. Because this one does have, I think, the lowest horsepower. Either that or it's the same as the Honda. And the horsepower, it's like 51 point something. I think the KTM has the most this year, like 56 or something. Woo! But yeah, guys, don't be afraid of the power. Now let's talk about the bike's characteristics. This is one of the best handling motocross bikes I've ever ridden. It's like a dream. The only time I'll say it feels like a 250 is the bike itself. The chassis, the nimbleness of it feels 250-esque, where I can really chuck it wherever I want it and it doesn't feel like you're stuck. I love the YZ, but I feel like the YZ sometimes I feel stuck. Yeah, you just feel stuck because it's so wide, like a freaking tank. Okay. Hill climb. Right. Gripping real good, pulling real good. This isn't the biggest hill, but I've been on bikes that struggle in this terrain. Dude, it climbs better than my YZ250X does. I'll tell you that. Woo! Yeah, climbs like a dream. Okay, my thoughts, jumping into one. Best motocross chassis I think ever. Most nimble motocross bike I think ever. I like the power delivery, it's not too much. I think it's more usable, and I guarantee most people would be faster lap times on this bike versus a YZ450 or KTM SX 450. Kyle, would you tell someone else to buy it after you bought it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great bike. I've had it on the track, I've had it up here, and it's a great bike. Like there's zero hesitation from me on buying it at all.
He was afraid at first too because he saw the stupid kid at the sand dunes saying he thought he bought a 250. Whoever you are, kid, you suck. No, it's an awesome bike, guys. Thanks for watching.
Wait.
What?
What are those? Suzuki hand grips. Suzuki hand grips on a KX.
He just had them. Yeah, that if it's underpowered, it's because you got something Suzuki on it.
That's all I had.
Guys, thanks so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Come along for the ride. We're gonna have a bunch more videos. Summer's just getting started. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.